demolition down here. So this room here is mostly demolished. I'm actually in a pretty good spot with this. And as you can see, this space is already starting to accumulate junk. We went on a big camping trip a few weeks ago, so we've got some of our camping gear in here. And until we get this space renovated and that room renovated and our laundry room renovated, which is behind the camera, until we get those spaces done, we really just don't have a lot of great storage, all of the things that we need, but we don't need all the time. So things tend to start piling up really fast. We do have some electrical work that needs to be done in here. They just kind of patched onto the electrical system in here over the years, and it really needs to be.
Hey, Lupe, how are you? Hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Lee. Did you get your shirt yet? Wonderful. Good evening, Healing Art. Okay, it should be coming any day. So if you didn't get it today, it'll probably be there by Monday. We're going to let our usual suspects get in so I can tell y'all the whole story about yesterday's day. I'm smiling today because I have a new attitude. Thank you. It's either smile or cry, and I refuse to cry over spilled milk. There ain't nothing I can do about it. Thank you, Candace. Hey, Miss Brenda down in Tennessee. Thank you very much. Exactly, Lupe. The only way to go is up. Yesterday we went down, spiraled. it was insane. And poor Frankie, I felt bad for him most of all. He's never been on an adventure like that. I don't think Frankie, since I've had him almost 4 years, that he hasn't been more than 10 miles away from home. Hey, Perry Goodfellow from Bedford, Texas. Is that anywhere near Sugarland? Hey, Jazz, good evening. Yeah, he's right here. I just fed him, so hopefully he'll, oh, wait a minute. I got something in his bed in his way. Here you go. Get in your bed. Get in your bed. I think it's too hot for his bed right now. You want to come up here? There you go. Miss Lee was looking for you. Look. The Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Oh my God, I want to go there. Colorado is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Frankie, look. Look right here. Come here. Say hi, y'all. Say, I'm here, y'all. I survived yesterday. Barely. Poor baby. Frankie got to ride in a tow truck. He was not feeling the tow truck driver. Frankie loves everybody, but he was not feeling the tow truck driver. I think it might have been all the loud noise and stuff, but he was not feeling that whole thing yesterday. Thank you, Candace. This is my best friend, my baby. He just finished eating, so hopefully he'll be a little more calm. You feel good? You feel good? You feel good? A wildlife refuge? Wow. That sounds amazing. Yeah, that's what Frankie was saying. Just get me home. He wasn't even feeling the whole ride in the RV because we was in there for about almost an hour and a half, including the stops we made. And he just was not feeling it. He wasn't. Eventually he settled down, but once I let him sit up here and look out the window, he was better. But then he got bored with that pretty quick too. Who's that out there? Who's out there? He's so nosy. And people ain't bothering you. Ooh, we need some fan. There we go. That feels better. Woo. It feels hotter than it actually is. It's only like, I think we're down to maybe 80 degrees. Oh no, we still at 85. It's warm. There we go. Come on, come on. Is that what you were doing? Huh? You straight? You straight? Come on, you can come back up. There you go. Hey, Shelby. Sit. Sit. Samson? What kind of, is Samson a dog? What kind of dog? Shelby saying hi to you. Ooh, it is warm. I should have brought you guys inside, but you know. Rosie, I'm waiting for everybody, my usual suspects, to get in here. I'm going to tell the story about what happened to Rosie. She's all right though. Rosie ain't doing too bad. What is with this lighting? Wait a minute, y'all. Wait, let me turn on this light, see if that makes a difference. Move, Frankie. We're not going nowhere yet, baby. We're not going nowhere yet. We're chilling right now. Okay? We chilling right now. Not very much, but I think it's because it's getting dark. No, because I'm backlit. Duh. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay. I was just backlit. What you do? I left half of it open for you, bro. It's good. You still can look out the window. You straight. You can look out the window, bro. Oh, that fan feels good. This is one of my smaller ones. I got this for free when I took my car to get service, and my granddaughter was with me, and they said, "Oh, she's so cute. Can we give her something?" So they gave her a BMW cup. Don't think I didn't snatch it when we got home. She ain't gonna use this. I am not starting with Frankie. You always act like I'm terrorizing him. You need to You need to get to know your friend. Your friend is a holy terror. Okay, so we 10 minutes in. Okay, let me tell y'all what happened. All right, so we left the house yesterday. For one thing, we left 3 hours behind schedule because my son don't ain't good with time management. So I was like, okay, fine. But for me, that's like my biggest pet peeve when people are late. So I was like, okay, nah, we ain't gonna let that ruin our trip. So we got on the road and we was high-fiving because we was like, yeah, we got an RV finally. We've been wanting to do this for years. So we start going, and then we go and pick up um, my kid's father is like, he's still one of our family members. I ain't been with that man in 25 years, but he's one of our family members. So he joins us on things like this, and he gets invited to family gatherings. So we went and picked him up, and then I let my son go ahead and take over the wheel. So we're good, and we get about about 70 miles from home. And everything's going good, but then at 70 miles, we start heading kind of up into the mountains, not quite in the mountains, but we going uphill basically. And then the up until then, the RV was a champ. So we start going, and then I start smelling burning rubber. And so I was like, can we just pull over and just check things out? I was concerned about the tires. So we pull over in this area, and then we got out, we checked, there was nothing smoking. The temperature in the RV wasn't hot. Everything was okay, but I could still smell that burning rubber. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's just because, it hasn't been on the road in a while and all that. So we got back on the road. So as soon as we get back on the road, we start going like almost, the incline was like for real, for real. So then the RV starts struggling, and he had it floored, and it was going probably 10, 15 miles an hour, and he's got it floored. And we thought, oh no, we're about to lose the transmission, because it was struggling. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the temperature starts going up really fast. So my son said, we pulling over, because if it overheats, I don't want to blow the head gasket. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's go ahead and pull over. We got off the freeway, got into a very safe spot. Like it was like a whole embankment off the freeway. And as soon as he stopped to get ready to put it into park, the RV cut off. There was no steam, there was no smoke, but it was running like super hot. So I'm just like, oh man. So then he got ready to start it again. It wouldn't start. So we're like, what is happening? He didn't want to touch anything, the reservoir, because it was too hot. So we sat there for a little while, and then of course CHP pulled up behind us when they noticed us stop. This had to be the most amazing police officer I think I've ever met. This guy, when I was having trouble getting a hold of AAA, they kept trying to get me to take the RV to a shop. I figured if I'm going to get this RV towed, I'm having it towed back home, So, but they wouldn't give me that option. So the police officer said, "No, let me try." So he had dispatch call AAA and tell them that we want what kind of vehicle it was and that we want to have it towed back home. Well, when they got a hold of somebody, they said they was coming, and then when they realized how big the RV was, they canceled the call. I was like, that's messed up. So the officer came back and he was like, we got to try again. So I'm like, okay, at this point, that's kind of when I made the video, because I was devastated, because I was just like, we are halfway there, and this happens. And a lot of people thought that I didn't have the RV inspected and serviced. I did that before I even made the first video. So Yeah, the RV was inspected and serviced. So we got there, and finally AAA said, we maybe we'll have somebody out there. They said, okay, we'll try to get somebody out there in like 20 minutes. After I gave them all the information about the vehicle, how many people it was 4 adults, no, 3 adults, my granddaughter, and the 2 dogs. And so we needed to find a tow truck that could bring us back home as well. Otherwise, the cop said that he would give us a ride back into town, and then we could get an Uber home. So, an Uber 70 miles, ooh-wee. So, but we was willing to do that, whatever it was going to take. So, right when after I got off the phone with AAA, um, um, then 20 minutes later, a tow truck comes, and we didn't think it was big enough. Apparently, this tow truck was more than big enough. And the police officer said, that's the tow truck that you want. I know this guy. He's going to take really good care of you. This police officer stayed out there with us for 2.5 hours. We were out there for a total of 4.5 hours. He stayed out there 2.5 hours with us. And then when the tow truck driver gets there, then he didn't have, somebody had used the truck that he was driving before him. Apparently, they didn't put all the equipment back in the truck. So he didn't have the appropriate equipment to lift up the RV. So he had to call dispatch. Dispatch had to call someone else who was out on a call, wait till they did finish with their call. Then they had to go back to the shop, go get what he needed, and bring it back to him. That added another hour. So I was just like, wow. But by then is when I had made the second video. And the first video, I was just devastated. I was devastated. I wanted to cry. And then after a while, I was thinking to myself, okay, I pay for AAA premium for a reason. Um, this could have happened when I was by myself on one of my own single adventures. So, it could have been so much worse. We still don't know exactly what's wrong with it. Well, let me finish what happened. So he finally was able to get it together. He lifted it up. He got us all in his truck. I was squeezed behind the seat because this was a big guy. So I was squeezed behind the driver's seat. My knees were almost in my chest. I had Frankie up against me. My granddaughter's in the middle. My son sitting there. And then my kid's dad, he's also a big guy. So he was in the front seat. We had an hour and 20-minute drive home. And it didn't seem that long, but we didn't get home till 10:45. We broke down at 4:40 in the afternoon. So a 6-hour ordeal. And, like I said, we still don't know exactly what's wrong with it. I had somebody come and see it today, but that's a whole different story. I'll tell you in a minute. So I told my son, my son, they had to take everything out of the RV, and we're talking, we had this thing packed. And so my son, the tow truck driver also was amazing because my son does not live with me. So he also, after he dropped my RV off, he then gave my son a ride home another 5 miles farther away. So, I think we were fortunate. We were fortunate because we had a really good police officer. We were fortunate that we thought ahead to make sure that we had the appropriate, insurance services. And we were fortunate that we had an amazing tow truck driver. So, all in all, it's not so bad. I'm going to call this, somebody told me, a trial run. We're going to call this I have no idea. My screen seems to be going okay. Am I going black for you guys? So we're going to call this a trial run. So, I feel a lot better than my son this morning. He came back over with his truck, and him, my kid's dad, and my granddaughter, they all went on ahead and went up the mountain at like 7 o'clock this morning. And so everything, they're all okay. Everybody's okay. They're having a good time. I told them I was going to stay back to see if I could get somebody to come out and look at the RV. It's a Saturday, so I didn't think I was going to get anybody, but I did get someone. Okay, so the RV, um, I didn't think, we thought it overheated, but the guy that came today, well, my next door neighbor, everybody saw the tow truck driver dropping off the RV late last night. You know how small neighborhoods are. So everybody coming out like, why is she back? Wasn't she supposed to be going somewhere? Um, so so they all came out. And so my next door neighbor this morning, he came by and he said, well, go ahead and open the hood. Let me see if I can. He said, I have the same vehicle. Let me see. So he opened the hood. He said, no, there's nothing wrong with your cooling system. He said, because your radiator looks fine. And he said, the reservoir is full of water. He said, if your cooling system had died, the water would have fell out of the bottom, I guess. And he said, you still have all of your fluids. And so I don't know exactly what's wrong. So I called around for a mobile RV technician. The guy that came out before, he wasn't available. He's not available on the weekends. So I called this guy, but it keeps buffering. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm in the same area that I'm always in. So they sent me out. I called this guy. He said, I got somebody that I can send out right now. And he said it's going to be a $95 service call. I expected that. Mobile mechanics, you're going to pay them first. So, and he said that's even if he doesn't find anything wrong. So I said, okay, $95, okay, send somebody over. The guy he sends over, he shows up in a very small BMW. I was like, okay, does he have tools? I mean, so he thoroughly checked the cooling system, and he said, and he put it to the test. He revved the engine really high. He turned on the heat and all kinds of stuff like that. And so he said, and he inspected the radiator. He said, there's nothing wrong with your cooling system. He said it could be some cylinders. He said cylinders, something about one or two of your cylinders in the engine could be going bad. And I was like, well, can you check that? And he said, well, we would have to bring it to my shop. And I was like, well, where's your shop? He said in San Rafael. Now, y'all, San Rafael is like, I think 50 miles from me. What? So I was like, you know what? No. So I know that it's not the cooling system. So at this point, I don't know what's wrong with it, but he had me drive it with him in it. So it starts up fine. It moves fine. I drove it around for about 5 minutes, and he had me rev the engine really high and all this kind of stuff. So he said, yeah, there's nothing wrong with your cooling system. He said he suspects that it is, what is the thing I said a minute ago? Cylinders. So, yeah, pretty much. But when we had the RV inspected, they tested everything, but the tow truck driver said it's a 36-year-old vehicle. Some things are fine until they're not. So, because I kept thinking, what did I miss? I paid for the inspection. I did a trip safety check. All of those things, I did those things. A lot of people, for some reason, were under the impression that I did not have this vehicle inspected. I would not take this vehicle out of town with my granddaughter in it and not have it inspected. I wouldn't drive my own car out of town without having it inspected. So, a lot of those comments, pissed me off this morning, but I was like, you know what? I can't let that steal my joy, because somebody who does not know the whole story is always going to have something like that to say. That is not something that I would do. That's irresponsible, and that's just plain dumb. And I am definitely not dumb. So it was inspected, but the tow truck driver said, plain and simple, it's a 36-year-old vehicle. Some things are fine until they're not. So he said if it was the water pumps, there's no test. Are you going to test the water pump? You can decide it's too old and take it out, but I'm not going to start removing parts that are not broken yet, unless it's something that's really important. So, the trip was interrupted. The kids did go up and they're having a wonderful time. I'm glad they went. And I am going to wait until Monday. Now that I know I can drive the vehicle, there's a shop that's not too far from my house. I'm going to take it to them, have them, tell them exactly what happened, and have them put it on their diagnostic thing, whatever, and see what happens. But, it was disappointing, sure enough, because y'all know how long I was looking forward to that trip. But, everything happens for a reason, because, like I said, I could have been by myself. And if I'd have been by myself, I would have freaked out. I would have freaked out and probably made rash decisions. So I'm glad that my son was with me. My kid's dad was with me. It is what it is. They came and ravaged all the food out of the RV this morning, and they headed on up the mountain. And, it's all good. It's all good. We just going to try it again. It's perfectly fine. I know a lot of people felt so bad because everybody could see how devastated I was yesterday. But, it is what it is. This needed to happen because it could have happened when I was by myself. So that's the way I see it. It's all good. Everything is going to work out just fine. If you're still here, you guys, thumbs up the live. We need to make some money so I can get this thing fixed. Yeah, Candace. I mean, I have to have a great attitude about it, because what's sulking about it going to do? It's not going to help me. It's not going to get it fixed, and it's not going to make anything better. It's just going to make me feel like crap. So, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. When I woke up this morning, I came and I made sure I got all the food out of here that could attract rodents and stuff. And I sprayed around the tires. I don't foresee it sitting here very long, because Monday I'm going to make it a point to try to get it done. At least have it, get a diagnostic done on it. But we didn't even have any check engine lights or anything. It went from fine to not, just like that. Thank you, Tammy. Jazz, if you still here, did y'all have any problems similar to mine at all? I know your RV is newer. Hi, Miss Philly. Hey. Y'all, I'm not going to say his name, but our little friend here is knocked out. He is dog food drunk. Exactly, Lupe. I could have been out there by myself, and that's the plan. The whole point of getting this RV was so that, me and Frankie can do adventures together. But, I'm glad it did happen when it happened. And also, it could have happened once we got in the mountains where there was no reception. So it happened exactly when it was supposed to. Yet healing arts, yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yep, I was supposed to be here at home, and the kids, I'm glad that it didn't, ruin it for the kids, cuz they go up there every year. And my younger son was already there. He had gotten there the night before. So he was already there. And the thing that sucks though is that we were going up there for a celebration because my youngest son proposed to his longtime girlfriend on the trip. So we were going up there, to celebrate their engagement. But we can celebrate when they get back. Thank you, Clark. Yeah, I'm really glad we had it was very fortunate the way things happened. Everything happened that, every after the breakdown, everything that happened was pretty fortunate. Fantastic police officer looked out for us. Fantastic tow truck driver that looked out for us. No motor issues, just the issues come up rolling. Oh yeah. Yeah, things break and crack and stuff like that. Yeah, it was good though. I mean, I don't feel bad anymore. I have to look at it with clear eyes and a different perspective. This could have gone very bad. Yay! Lupe's going on the first trip. I'm sending you all kinds of good vibes. Yeah, I'm gonna do another trip. I'm just gonna do one not far from home. We have a lot of campgrounds in Solano County. We have an Air Force base that's nearby, and I just learned today that the Air Force base has a campground. I don't know if I need to be in the military to get on that campground, but I'm gonna do a little more research because that sounds like fun. But we have campgrounds, within like 40 miles from here, and I'm gonna still do it. I'm just not gonna go anywhere where I have to travel uphill for now until I determine what the problem was. Because when we started going uphill, I mean, it was struggling. It was struggling. So that's got to be an engine problem because the transmission is fine. There was no slipping of the transmission. The engine was struggling. And this thing has a 460. My son said it's a 460 big block. I don't know what that means. All I know is that it's a big engine. Somebody has a bird that constantly whistles. I've been listening to it for a month. Oh, that's going to be fun. That is definitely going to be fun. Are you taking the family? A country store sounds so sweet. I'm not too far from Napa. Well, by most perspective, that's not that far. Napa's within 50 miles, so um, there's quite a few places in Napa that I could go and do a little trip, and I don't have to far travel too far uphill. I hope it's not major engine trouble though. That would suck. Oh, that's kind of cool. Y'all gonna do like a caravan type of thing? That's gonna be so much fun. Right? That sounds like so much fun. Thank you guys for all the positivity yesterday. Yesterday, I really needed it. And it's funny because that's why I did the video, because I was like, I need my rosebuds right now. And my son said, "You're what?" And my granddaughter told him, "The rosebuds." So that's why I put that video out there. I needed y'all good vibes yesterday, and y'all lifted me up so, so good. All of the positive energy. It was amazing. It was amazing. I'm so thankful for y'all. I'm so thankful. Y'all, everybody, yeah, well, 99% of y'all did give up positive vibes. There was that, every other yeah, we're not going to even talk about them. I deleted those comments and I silenced all of those people that had negative things to say. That's right. I needed my rosebuds, and y'all came through for me. By the time we got home, I was okay. I was okay, but my son felt so bad because he said, "Ma, I thought you was gonna cry." And I wanted to. I didn't want everybody else. I didn't want to, feel all selfish and stuff like, "Oh, I can't go on my trip." Everybody was out. I wasn't the only one out there. Everybody was out there. And I didn't want to, be all selfish. But my son said, "Ma, I know how long you've wanted this." So he said that wouldn't have been selfish. But it was all of us stuck out there on the side of the freeway. Well, we were off the freeway. We were not on the freeway. We got off the exit and was in a very large area. But what was over there? There was a bunch of field mice, and they kept trying to run towards the RV. And I'm terrified of mice getting into the RV. There's this girl that I follow called Roaming Reckless, and she has a Defender, an old Defender, um, and mice got into her Defender and tore shit up, and it was terrible. So the last thing I want is mice getting into my RV. Right, exactly, Tammy. I just, at first I was letting the comments get to me, and then I realized, you know what? I got too many positive people to let, just a couple of assholes say something that's going to steal my joy. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It is what it is. And then the crazy part is the ones who was making the comments like that, they were negative, obviously have not watched all of my videos and had no idea what was going on. All they saw was that I prettified the RV and that I put it on the road. Nobody even thought about the fact that I already got the damn thing serviced. Hey, Cap King, you're not late. You good. I was just telling everybody the story about what happened yesterday when the RV broke down. Yeah, Lupe, we don't do naysayers around here. Either you be positive and say something good, or just move along. Just move along. I'm not giving my energy to people like that. I just can't. I absolutely cannot. I spent a whole lot of years allowing people and their negativity to determine, how I was going to feel. I'm just not doing that. And you're right, Lupe, shit happens. It just does. It just does. There's nothing you can do about it. Them little itty bitty dogs from across the street. Somebody gonna run them dogs over one day. They just let these tiny little teacup poodles. I think they're teacup poodles. They just let them run wild. Right. Oh, you saw that mouse video with Roaming Reckless? Yeah, that was wild, wasn't it? It took her a week to get the mice out. A week. That's what my neighbor said. He said he thinks that something about an air intake or something. He said there's a reason that it did that. He said there something was cutting off the air from getting to the engine. But he said it wasn't the cooling system itself. Exactly, Cap King. I'm gonna be rolling soon. It's all good. I did everything. I did everything I was supposed to do, and it still broke down. It is a 36-year-old vehicle. It may only have 36,000 miles on it, but it is still a 36-year-old vehicle with 36-year-old parts. So, clogged radiator fan, radiator hoses. Oh God, please don't say bad catalytic converter. That's the last thing I need. I just paid for a catalytic converter on one of my cars. That was $2,500 because you have to get a carb approved cat in California. So I'm gonna have all that checked. I'm gonna bring it to the shop Monday. My son said he would prefer to get a certified mechanic look at it with all the right equipment. He can look at it, but he said he wants to make sure that what he says is the right thing, and he doesn't have the kind of equipment that a shop does. But we're gonna be back on the road quickly. Me and Frankie is not about. We're not about to let this stop us. We still out here. I came out here and cleaned her up. I know one thing, it don't take long to for the RV to get trashed when you got 4 people riding in it. Four, 460 cubic inches. It's a larger, more powerful engine Ford built compared to the smaller 302C engine that would not have been powerful enough for you. Oh, so it has to be that big then to basically carry this thing. 27 years old with 37,000 miles. See, so we in the same boat. I just hope that yours yours is in better shape than mine under the hood. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. You know what? As soon as I get an update, I'm gonna put it out there. That's basically why I gave y'all the update after we got picked up by the RV. Yeah, he's sleeping. I don't want to say his name because then he's gonna get up and start acting crazy again. Let me show you. He is knocked out. He's sleeping like he got a job. I ain't saying too much. He is knocked out. He did not enjoy that ordeal yesterday, though. He was just nervous the entire time. He was just whining and crying and jumping up and down, jumping in his bed, out of his bed. At one point, I had to block off the front area because when I wasn't looking while I was driving, luckily I hadn't got on the freeway yet. He jumped over the power station and got under my feet while I was driving. So yeah, we had to literally block off the entire back area so he couldn't get to the front cab because we can't have him doing that. Yes, I am. I'm definitely going on adventures for sure. You said King Frankie. See, you made me say his name. Luckily, he didn't wake up. We are, let's see. Yeah, you had, see, that's good. I mean, I bought mine and then I had it checked. But they did. They put it on the machine. They didn't take parts out, and I don't think that'll. I don't think that that's generally what they do. I mean, but they looked at all the hoses and the belts and all of the transmission had been serviced about 2 months before I bought it, and they gave me that paperwork um, from when it got serviced. So I knew that the transmission was okay. Well, it was okay 2 months ago, um, and so I did everything that I could, everything that I could. Oh yeah, a pet gate would work, huh? Because all I could do is put it just across the front. I mean, cross behind both seats. Because I'm gonna have to do that because he sure did. He got that scared me because he got in there and got right up under my feet. And I was just coming to a stoplight, so my son was able to grab him and get him out. And then we took the Jackery, and because the Jackery is big enough to block the area, and that's how we kept him in the back. But we had the small power station there at first, and he jumped right over that thing. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get a pet gate. That's a fantastic idea. But the way I set up everything, y'all, nothing fell down. All of the cabinets stayed closed. Um, there was plenty of room for everybody. It was a very comfortable ride. Very comfortable ride. My son and my kid's dad sat up front, and then I sat here on the couch, and my granddaughter, she sat in the chair in her booster seat. We were so comfortable, very comfortable. It didn't have all. It did a little bit of the swaying once we started getting a little further up north, but other than that, though, it was an extremely comfortable ride. Very. So I look forward to getting her taken care of and getting right back on the road. But that AAA Premier, if you have an RV, that AAA Premier was is worth every dime. Every dime. Oh, a pinhole leak in the gray tank. Oh, see, that's good to know ahead of time because you would lose water very slowly, but you would still lose water out of the gray tank. Even if you're sitting somewhere. But oh, I was saying the AAA Premier. Um, it's I have me and both my sons. They've been on my AAA. Oh, they don't have it in Ohio. Um, they've been on my AAA since they were teenagers. So we all pay for it every year, and we got the Premier because my oldest son, bought a motorcycle, and the regular AAA plan that we were on did not include motorcycle towing. So he bought the motorcycle and then he upgraded our plan. And when you upgrade to the Premier, it automatically will tow motorcycles, RVs, um, and there was one other large vehicle that I can't remember, but they go from towing you to 100 miles to 200 miles. So even if we had gotten there, I still would have been able to have it towed back home. 200 miles. And the only thing is you probably have to wait a little longer because they have to send a truck that can accommodate large vehicles like an RV. But we didn't have to wait that long for the tow truck driver to get there. But I will not cancel it. I will not cancel it. It I personally think that it is absolutely worth it. Especially when I'm going to be doing adventures by myself. It's worth it. There was a lot of sand out there yesterday. I think I'm gonna wash my hair today. Wow, this dude is knocked out. I know if I move, he gonna wake up. I see that I'm a little bit delayed. Looks like. Yeah, I think I'm buffering. Tommy said to call one myself and they would reimburse me. I did, however, AAA only reimburse. What? Oh, hell no. Only $400. And I know that if you had to pay for it yourself, you paid a hell of a lot more than $400. They told me yesterday that if they would have had to call a tow truck and I pay for it, it would have been over $1,000 to get my RV back home. That's insane. My internet connection seems to be acting funny. It usually doesn't do that because I'm sitting right outside the house. 29 years. Wow. You said to hell with that. Not anymore. I don't blame you. If nothing else, they should have gave you longevity credit for being with them for 29 years. Um, is it Ty Walker? I think it's Ty. Tay? Um, I don't really have like a bucket list per se. I think the way that I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna pack up the RV and then go wherever the mood takes me. I don't because anytime I, try to make plans, you know how that goes. You make plans and stuff goes haywire like yesterday. But I say whatever the mood, wherever the mood takes me, sometimes I'm just gonna get in the RV and just drive and see where we end up. Good Lord. I hate these ads. I was asking somebody how to prevent ads in my live, and they said the only way to do that is to do um, paid subscriptions, and we're not doing that. Everything is expensive. Everything. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. And sometimes Getting stuck is kind of part of the adventure. I watch a lot of van lifers and RV lifers, and it's frustrating sometimes, but getting stuck sometimes is part of the adventure. And I'm going to see it. I'm going to do my best to see it that way. It's not that easy when you're getting stuck, though. Fly with the wind. Hell yeah. Just go. I've never been one to do that, and I that's the way that's the place that I'm in my life right now. I just want to see, like, let's see what happens. I've never been one that was go with the flow. I always needed everything to be planned. This is, you gotta do this at this time and blah 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 blah. Now I'm dropping that part of my personality and I'm changing into somebody who is just like, let's go see. Oh, okay, Miss Lee. No, I didn't. I don't. To be honest, half the time I don't remember what I said once it comes out of my mouth. Yeah, I do too. I have YouTube Premium, but YouTube Premium is expensive. Now that my channel is monetized, I can start writing things like my YouTube Premium off on my taxes because technically it's a business expense. But YouTube Premium is like, I think, like $85 a month. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, that's not true. YouTube TV is $85 a month. Right. You got to be flexible. And I was very, very rigid. I call it in my former life. I was very rigid, very rigid. I needed everything to be, scheduled. And when the schedule fell through or somebody didn't show up on time and stuff like that, I would come unglued. And that's no way to be, because that you start your trip out stressful. So now, like yesterday, my son was 3 hours late. He decided to go to the DMV before our trip. Who does that? But he was 3 hours late. And then he got here. We loaded up the RV, and turns out he hadn't even gone to pick my granddaughter up for work yet. I was like, really, bro? Really? But I decided to go with the flow. Yeah, YouTube Premium is $20 a month. I was thinking of YouTube TV. I have YouTube TV as well because I don't have cable, so I stream all of my TV is streamed through YouTube TV. You would think though that YouTube Premium would come free when you pay $80 a month for YouTube TV. Not so much. Nice. You rode Harleys with your husband. That's amazing. That's amazing. Couple who rides together. That's my son and his and well, she's not riding right now. Um but yeah, my son has a Harley and they used to ride together. But I don't blame you, I'm sorry to hear that your husband passed away. Um and when things like that happen, that's an opportunity for the person that is still here to, do something that you didn't do before. He's probably looking down on you like, yeah, that's my girl. That's amazing. I'm surprised that motorcycle didn't wake him up. He's dog food drunk. Yep, life goes. You have to keep moving. There's a squirrel standing right outside my door, literally looking in the door like he wants to come in. Wow. My son keeps wanting to teach me to ride, Miss Lee, but I don't know. I don't know. We were gonna bring the dirt bike yesterday. I'm glad we did it because the dirt bike would have been another thing that we would have had to deal with. But we were gonna bring it, and he was gonna try to teach me how to ride it. But um, maybe that's my sign that I don't need to be getting on no dirt bike. He wants. I've wanted to learn how to ride. I don't foresee, buying a bike of my own like ever because that's not really what I'm interested in. But I would be interested in knowing how to operate one. He loves his bike so much, so much. It's finally cooling down out here. It feels good now. Man, I was gonna make fajitas over the weekend while out camping. All of the stuff to make fajitas is still here. 5 kilometers in 17 minute 30 seconds. How far is 5 kilometers? Now you know I gotta know. How many miles equals 5 kilometers? 3 miles in 17 minutes. I think that's impressive because I sure couldn't run no 3 miles in 17 minutes. Not without dying a couple of times. Yeah, that's what my son said. The community college offers courses on how to ride. A trike. Is that the one with 3 wheels? That I think that was a stupid question, wasn't it? Yeah, a trike has 3 wheels. Put down my feet. Oh, and not feel it go down. Right, because the trike, which you just have the handbrakes, right? Oh, well, I bet it did. A retired flight nurse. I'm sure it did. Okay, bye, Tammy. Thank you for stopping in. 3 wheels, yeah. Now I would do that all day. Well, I can't do s'mores because I can't eat them. If I eat a marshmallow, I'd break out in hives. It would be all bad. I think what I'm gonna do is just have the kids come over this this week. Well, I gotta find out when we're gonna celebrate my son. I don't know if you guys were here yet, but my son got engaged to his girlfriend this weekend. And that's what we were gonna be celebrating that when we went up there, but you know, we know how that turned out. But they still got engaged. So And they said I could talk about it. And I got a second grandbaby on the way. My first son. My first son has my granddaughter, and they have a second baby on the way in January. And then my younger son got engaged. So they grown folks doing grown folks stuff, y'all. Lupe, you 72. Go ahead, girl. You out there doing stuff. I know that's right. 72. I won't be like you when I'm 72. I sure do. Getting out there just doing stuff. That's why I have no reason to be afraid to get out and do stuff. You know, you're 72 and you getting out there doing stuff, you'll RV the whole nine. I am, man. That's right. Hats off to you, Lupe. You do your thing, mama. That's amazing. That's right, huh? That's amazing. That sounds that gives me that's very inspiring. That's very inspiring. Because people expect a lot of us women, especially us women that don't have mates, to go sit down somewhere, once we get to a certain age. And I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna be traveling with Lupe real soon, y'all. When I get out there venturing outside of California, I'm coming find you. That bird is killing me. Right? We ain't going to sit down nowhere. Yeah, we're gonna sit down in the driver's seat. Hey, cowboy. I'm still alive. We made it out. Wait, I can't see where my glasses at. Oh, I am absolutely wonderful in way better spirits today. Dark Honda. Thank you very, very much. Absolutely. You only live once. We all get one time around the sun. Sorry, babe. I moved and I sat down on his foot, and now I woke him up and he left. What you doing, bud? You can come back and go to sleep. He's like, I already had a nap, sis. We good. What do you mean the Cowboys are on now? What month are we in? It's August. NFL is back in season? You good, bud? You good? You need some water? I don't think you had any water after you ate. Oh, preseason. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought preseason didn't start till September. I don't watch football like regularly. Usually I watch when I got, all of my football family over here. 9 times out of 10, I will catch the highlights and stuff like that. Unless, I'm just in the mood for football. You good, bud? I'm so nosy. Well, the RV still don't know yet. I had a technician come look at it, and all he could tell me is that it's not the cooling system like we thought it was. So, I am going. The plan is to take it. It's drivable. It just wasn't going to make it up the mountain. So, the plan is to take it to no Monday to a shop here in town and see if they can do like a diagnostic and tell me why, it did what it did. But the kids were able to go up and go through with the camping trip. I just came back home and they got a different vehicle and went on up there. But it's all good. Yeah, so do I. I watch a lot of van life adventures and RV adventures. I it's just seeing those people get out there and just tackle this big world. There's just so much to see. And watching people just get out there, just feel it, fearless, just get out there and just go. It's inspiring. And so if they can do it, I can. And more nowadays, we have a lot of older people like I know this one. Well, he's not a regular van lifer, but he's 76 years old and he gets out there and go does his thing. I can't remember his channel because he only uploads, like once every few months when he takes a trip. But when he gets out and he's 76 years old and he goes by himself. Just get out and go. He lost his wife many, many years ago and he just gets out and go does his thing. That's inspiring. 76 years old? Yeah. All right. Tell Samson, me and Frankie said, hey. You said, where's he at? I gotta see what his channel is. I don't remember what his channel is because um he doesn't he doesn't upload very often. So I catch a video of his like once every blue moon. Right. 57, life is starting over. I mean, it's a whole new chapter. A whole new chapter. Where you going? Where you going? Don't you jump up there. I just turned 55 and I feel like, um it's just it's just a whole new life. A whole new life. Frankie, no, don't get up there. He trying to jump up in the front seat because they got some people outside. You okay, baby? You don't want to come back up here? Come on. No, no, not in my lap. It's too hot for that. Up here. Come on. Come back up. It's too hot for you to sit in my lap, baby. It's too hot for that. But you can stay right where you are. You can say hi to everybody. Say, hey, y'all. What? Say, hey, y'all. I know that's right. It is most certainly your turn. It's been your turn. You know what? I was just thinking that, Miss Lee. We got food here in the RV still. Y'all gonna rummage through the refrigerator with me. We gonna find out what we gonna have for dinner. Cause I'm hungry and I am not eating panda again. I mean, I ain't got nothing against panda. Don't get me wrong, but we're not eating panda tonight. We're gonna find something good for dinner. Let's see. Move that out the way. Do. All right. We're not going nowhere yet, baby. We stay in here. Y'all, let's see what we can find in the refrigerator. No, we're not going out yet, baby. My sons took all of the stuff that well, looks like they took half the bacon, they took half the sausages, so they took the breakfast stuff and they took the stuff to make burgers. All the condiments are gone. They just came in here and ravaged the refrigerator this morning while I was still sleeping. Yep, all of my stuff for fajitas is still here. I think I'm gonna make a yogurt bowl. Whoops, there's water in there. I'm gonna make a yogurt bowl. And y'all gonna be here too. Okay, there we go. What'd you have for dinner? Everything is still in here. Pizza. Ooh. Pizza. I started making my own pizza. But I love me some pizza. Yep, a yogurt bowl. Have y'all ever heard of putting mascarpone cheese mixed with? Why can't you see that? Okay. I don't know why you can't see this. But have y'all ever heard of putting mascarpone cheese, mixing it with your yogurt? Free pizza is always the best kind. Well, maybe not always. Sometimes free pizza is your cheap pizza. And I'm pizza bougie, unfortunately. Us who have RVs can relate to what happened to you. So no worries. The good thing is that you were not alone. Absolutely. That's the best thing that could have happened, is that I was not by myself. Because I would have been a nervous wreck. I like Oikos 000 yogurt. And I mix it with a scoop of mascarpone cheese. And that bulks it up. Miss Betty. We making a yogurt bowl. I just put the yogurt in there and then add a scoop of mascarpone cheese and mix it up. And it will bulk up your yogurt and make it like extra creamy and thick. Because regular yogurt texture, I ain't too fond of. Okay, Lupe, have a good night. I have Good Sam insurance. Julian, do you have to add additional coverage? Because the RV is covered by Good Sam. That's who I called for the insurance, and I got a policy through them. But I was wondering yesterday, is do you have to add extra policy? Extra service or whatever to the policy. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? What's up, Stinky Frankie? I don't know why I be trying to read y'all comments without no glasses. Yes, the insurance and roadside assistance. Oh, two different things. Okay. But I'm pretty fortunate that with my AAA, I pay for the premiere and they towed the RV with no problem. The only problem that we ran into was that the guy's truck, somebody had removed equipment that he needed for my RV, but they brought it out to him and he hooked up the RV with no problem. And they'll tow me 200 miles. And that's good because we were 75 miles from home. Working in small spaces is different, y'all. I think I'm gonna yeah, Shelby, this is about to be yummy. Julian, I think I'm gonna add that additional to my policy because AAA will tow me the 200 miles, but if I'm planning on doing some adventuring like I want to, the plan is to go more than 200 miles from home. So I think I'm going to add that to my policy. There isn't a mile limit. Okay, that's good to know. I'm going to double check that. And if it's not a mile limit, I'm definitely going to add that to the policy because, that's additional insurance, that to make sure that my RV will be taken to where I want it to go. Because on the app, AAA just gives you the option of towing it to a shop. I didn't want it towed to a shop. I was too far from home to tow it to a shop. Have any of y'all ever watched my single girl dinner videos? Ah, okay. I like that. No matter what the distance is. But the only thing is you got to make sure, that's the only thing that, concerns me about going really far from home, is that you got to make sure that you can pay for the repairs. And I wouldn't want to be out there and, can't afford to pay for the repairs. So I'll always make sure that once I start going farther from home, that I got like a sort of like a repair fund in the event that something goes wrong. Whoops. Yep. I do not yet. And I say yet because one day I hope to have an unlimited budget where I can just go wherever I want to go in the RV and not have to worry about things like making sure I got, the money put aside to be able to repair anything. Okay, good night, Jazz. This is coconut flakes. And then, of course, no yogurt bowl's a yogurt bowl without granola. We could use a little more. All right, we will bring all this trash inside. I'm making a yogurt bowl. Let's see, I need a spoon. I was ready, y'all. I had all the cutlery and everything all ready to go. All right. Take my water and my yogurt bowl, and we're going to sit down for a few more minutes. I think Frankie ready to call it a night. He be all right. So I made a yogurt bowl with yogurt, mascarpone cheese, strawberries, blueberries, coconut flakes, and granola. I sure do get to use it in the driveway. Thank you. This is what I eat. Most days, this is what I eat for lunch because I do intermittent fasting, and 9 times out of 10, I either break my fast with a yogurt bowl or with a smoothie, a protein shake. It's kind of like um it's kind of like cream cheese, except cream cheese is more tart. Mascarpone is a tad bit sweeter, but I wouldn't say that it has like a taste per se. It just for me is I it just feels just like cheese to me, like the like cream cheese. It's not as cold as I like it. But it definitely bulks up the yogurt and makes it a lot more smooth. Because I don't know, something about the texture of Greek yogurt, something about it. But once I learned the trick to put mascarpone cheese in it, made everything better. But I think I might make some pizza tomorrow. I make my own pizza at home because my favorite pizza is Round Table. I don't know if y'all got Round Table where you are, but my favorite pizza is Round Table. And Round Table is the most expensive pizza around, but it's good. The refrigerator seems to work fine. Um, Yesterday we turned it off while we were driving. Not turned it off, but we turned off the propane. Um, but when I'm just sitting here and I'm not in the RV, I keep the propane on and it works fine. It kept all the ice cream frozen because we had ice cream in there and none of it thawed the whole time we was dealing with all of this. I mean, I made it a point to keep the freezer closed, but I think it works pretty good. The heat doesn't seem to be affecting it. It's funny. I'm sitting here getting real comfortable with y'all. Done took my scarf off, sitting here eating dinner. Hey, Muffin. Hi, baby. You want to come up? Come on. Do you want to say hi? No, don't. Don't get all up in my food. Is it use propane? Yeah. Oh, you guys, I've been getting um I think I got the fifth item coming. I got y'all are gonna see me do some ads really soon because everybody under the sun is reaching out to send me free products to review. So today I went and picked up a backup camera. Um, a few days ago, I went and picked up a dash cam. Somebody is sending me a 1700 watt generator. Okay, good night. Um, 1700 watt generator. Somebody else wants to send me a personal air conditioner. And there was one other one, I can't think of it. But I went picked up so far a couple of them, and I'm gonna do a couple of ads. They're gonna do, they're gonna do the regular, send you a discount code and all that. And then of course they're sending me free stuff. I told them that I will do it as long as they understand that I'm gonna tell the truth. And if it's a crappy product, I'm gonna say that. So far, no paid brand deals, but thank you. No paid brand deals yet, but I know that that's coming. Usually, you don't start getting paid brand deals till you get like, 10,000 subscribers. But I don't know. But I sure am going to be continuing to reach out to people. But I'll take free stuff. I sure will. Oh, I remember what it was. A 12, oh, excuse me, a 12-volt rooftop air conditioner. That was the other one. Now y'all know that if they start sending me extra stuff, I'm gonna send it to y'all. I'll do a review on it and then give it away. Am I the only one who's leery of people that when they come, when they're driving down the street and they stop and drive by real slow? I'm so suspicious. I think it was from working in prison all those years. Bro, I was trying not to disturb you. You looked like you was going back to sleep. There you go. Miss Lee always think I'm terrorizing you. I did check for any mechanical issues. I had the whole thing inspected, but you can't test for everything. Yes, you was. You was thinking it. You was thinking it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got Miss Lee as your protector. Hmm. Yeah. He looking at me because he want my food. He just finished eating. I really am. I truly am. She may have failed her first trip, but it's a very comfortable space. I made it a point to um yeah, it's a comfortable space. Laugh at something you said in your vlog. The last vlog, I'm gonna have to go back and see it because I don't remember. I don't remember what you said. Frankie, don't jump over that. Don't do it. See, everybody think you so innocent. Yep, exactly. Fixable setback. That's it. We ain't gonna let that steal our joy. We're gonna get right back in the saddle. It's funny, y'all, because I literally feel like I'm sitting in my living room. Well, technically, I am. My living room outside my big living room. But that's the way this RV feels. It feels like I'm sitting in my living room. Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I do remember saying that. Don't be scratching the balls. sometimes, sometimes I forget that I'm actually, doing a vlog, and I'll be saying stuff, and then when I go back to edit, I'm like, "Did you really say that?" Always be scratching in my house. If I didn't know any better, I think you have fleas, but we both know mommy ain't gonna let you get no fleas. Say, no way, mommy. No way. Baby can't get no fleas. This damn dog get his hair done more than me. I have a mobile groomer that comes to him because he doesn't do well with other dogs, and taking him to the like PetSmart and stuff. Well, I can't take him to PetSmart no more. No, Petco. I can't take him to Petco anymore because I told the lady that he's afraid of the blow dryer. She didn't take that into consideration. She tried to blow dry him and he bit her. So they say he can't come back. So that's the equivalent of getting expelled from school. So I took him to PetSmart and they said that they won't put a muzzle on him. So I had no other option but to order to have somebody come do it. And I don't mind it because she shows up at the door. I hand over the leash. She takes him with her and she brings him back half an hour later, smelling all good with a little bow on and all kinds of stuff. He loves her, but she's expensive. $150. So he only get groomed like every 6 to 8 weeks. He'd be cutting into my RV budget. Y'all, let's see how much YouTube is how much money we've made on YouTube. I hope y'all don't mind me telling y'all what YouTube pays me. Let's see. Oh, y'all, we up to $357 and well, y'all can't see that. $357.85. Passive income. That's amazing. That's because of y'all watching my videos. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. We're only about $1,700 away from getting our tires. Isn't that cool? Just passive income. Just because once I got monetized, now I don't know. I think they send out they pay you like once a month. But that'll help with things like, gas for the RV and stuff like that. That anything helps. Anything helps. Because I am not balling over here. I sure wish I was. But don't we all? If you film it, they will come. I love that. Yes, I am happy in my Rosie. I'm very, very happy. What you want? Won't you come say hey? Come say hey. Come here. Come here. You want to see what's going on outside? Say hey, y'all. Look. Look. No, look. Look right here. No, not at me. And quit sniffing me. Look right here. Look right here. Bro. Right here. Look. Look at this hand. Look right here. Oh my God. You know what? Never mind. Go on somewhere. No, you ain't getting my food. Did y'all hear this dog just huff at me? You ain't supposed to talk to your mama like that. That's interesting. Y'all comments will be coming through real fast and then all of a sudden they don't. I suspect that that's when ads are being showed when there's a lull in the comments coming through. Last week it was Factor. Are they at least showing anything interesting this week? I just don't understand why they got to show ads during lives. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah, blame it on me. Blame it on me. That's YouTube trying to make money. Cause they giving me pennies. You're charging um, all of these companies, all these millions of dollars, and they pay all the content creators pennies. But it's all good because I did this long before they started talking about paying me. So for me, I enjoy this. This is fun. We got a whole damn community of people out there interested in the same things. And we get on here and talk about it from all over the United States and Canada. Last week we had somebody in here from Uganda, I think it was. That is something that we can all be online at the same time. That's something. Why is he sitting up against me? It's too hot for this. He laying up against me and it's hot. Isn't that amazing? How you can just you feel at home. I mean, and then but what we do is we make our space feel exactly the way we want to feel. And when you get in it, you just feel like, this is my space. This is my happy place. And this RV is my happy place regardless of what happened yesterday. This RV is still my happy place. Even if it's sitting in storage or in my case, sitting in front of my house, it's still my happy place. Frankie, Frankie, baby, it's hot. He don't care. He don't care. He's just like, I want to sit up against you, and that's what we're doing. Whew, where's my? There it is. Good. He got up and left. Oh, that's amazing. So you could turn the ad down and still hear the person talking? And see, on my end, I don't know. I have no clue when they're showing an ad. So I could be like earlier, I'm in the middle of a story and you guys are getting ads and you miss half the story. That's what my son says about fishing. He says he feels at peace when he's out on the boat. I'm not into fishing, but I can imagine that how peaceful being out on a boat is, like in the middle of a lake. I heard glass breaking. I live in a neighborhood that is nothing is for the most part mostly senior citizens that have been here since the 60s when these houses were built. But we have that, you know how every neighborhood has that one house. They be cutting up over there. Oh, the ad came on in a really. See, I don't know these things only because I've had YouTube Premium for so long that um, I don't remember how it was to have ads. Everybody coming outside to see what happened. Right? YouTube say, "Oh, you go listen." Oh, so you can still see me when the ad comes on. You just can't hear me. Is that right? Mind your business, Frankie. We mind our business over here. Don't worry about what the people doing. See, like right now. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Bass Queen, you got YouTube Premium? Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that's how they did that. Okay, so if you have YouTube Premium, then you won't see any ads at all. If you don't have it, I guess the screen splits and y'all can't hear what I'm saying. I got you. I got you. But now I wonder, does the ad come on for all of you at the same time? So next time an ad comes up, everybody say ad is on, and I'll see how many people says ad is on, and that way. Okay, let's see who else has an ad. So far, only Miss Lee. Okay, so they must not have the ads at the same time, which is silly. That is silly. We're going to figure out a way around this, y'all. It is my mission. Because when we on here hanging out, The last damn thing I want is for y'all to miss half of what we're talking about. That's the whole point of us being able to be on a live chat. Oh, okay. So restart. The moment y'all see an ad, put in something like ad is on or let me know that an ad is up, even if you can't hear me. We're going to figure this out one way or another. Because I think YouTube is just rude. Frankie, what should we do? Frankie, like, I don't care. I'm going back to sleep. Good night, Miss Adamac. I don't do too much Facebook anymore. They got way more people on Facebook that that get on Facebook and just say all kind of stuff that just don't need to be said. And I stopped using Facebook for the most part after I left my job in the prison because people that I worked with every day that I thought were okay human beings, Facebook gave them basically almost a license to be who they really were. And I stopped using Facebook because I got tired of deleting and blocking people because, I'm not one of those people. If you say something I don't like, I'm just going to, I don't like what you said and I'm going to block you. No, you don't need to announce your exit. You just block them. Frankie, stop. There's somebody walking by and there's a whole bunch of people walking by and he's just going off. He's like, what is happening? Where'd all these people come from? Yeah, so yeah, Facebook is ghetto. This is some ghetto streets. Stop. You gonna wait till everybody walk by before you start barking. Stop it. Stop it. No, don't you jump over that thing. Frankie, no. Yeah, the only reason I think I stayed on Facebook as long as I did is because that's where all of my family members are. All of my family that lives in Texas and New Orleans, and I keep in contact with them, and celebrate milestones with the kids and all kinds of stuff like that. We keep in touch on Facebook, but other than that, I don't really even post it there anymore. I mean, people don't need an app to be who they're going to be because, I mean, people are going to be rude no matter what. But it's almost like Facebook was that place where people that you thought were okay human beings, you realize on Facebook that they are certainly not. Are you good? Everybody gone. The people walked by. Look at him. He's just like he is hilarious. What you sniffing out there? What you sniffing out there? You good? You good? You good? You good? Everything all right? Everything all right? Shelby, Frankie got you fooled. Frankie got y'all fooled. I'm just the sweetest little old dog. Holy terror. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come say hi to Shelby. Say hi, Shelby. Hi, Shelby. Look, right here. Every time I want you to look at the laptop, Frankie needs something. Y'all, he is chunky. I cannot believe that this is the same dog that I brought home. He fit in almost in the palm of my hands 4 years ago when I brought him home. He was less than a pound. And now he a chunky big old dog. Say, look all that chunk. Look all that chunk you got around here. Say, my mama feeding me good. My mama feeding me so good, y'all. You got Miss Lee so fooled. Oh my goodness. Ain't nobody riling him up. That's all right. You got a fan forever, Frankie. Look, you got a fan. You got a fan. You got everybody's fooled. Look right here. Look right here. Look right here. Look right here. Look right there. Every time I say look, um, he thinks I got a treat in my hand. I ain't got nothing in my hand. Look right here. Look. Look what I got. Look up here. You got treats. You got treats. Say, mommy, you got treats? Look. You got treats right here. It's almost like he understood Miss Lee in her comment the way he looked at the camera. You got dog hair all over me, bro. More people walking by. They're not here for you, bro. They're not here for you. He is a Jack Russell Terrier and Chihuahua mix. He's got the energy of a Jack Russell. Oh my goodness. And he got that annoying high pitched bark like a Chihuahua. What you doing, bro? What you doing? What can I help you with? Can I help you? Hey, can I help you? Okay, this time I am egging him on. Oh, yeah, he is for sure crazy. He is for sure crazy. In the morning, as soon as he wakes up, he's got the zoomies the moment he opens his eyes. Nope, nope, nope. Don't you jump up there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come here. Because I can see him jumping out the window. I saw I saw a video probably about a year or so ago. Uh, this family was driving on the freeway and this little dog jumped straight out the window while he was on the freeway and lived. Didn't get hit by one car. You said you spent all your day with him? He's a handful though. He is an absolute handful. Training him was, ooh, man, it took me a whole year to housebreak him. A whole year. Most dogs you can housebreak them in probably a couple of weeks. Frankie was resistant, but now he's completely housebroken, so I can leave him home all day. Hey, bro. Psst. They got so many people doing their family walking in the evening, and he is just excited to see all the people walk by. What was that? What was that, Frankie? You heard that noise? You heard that? Did you hear it? What was that? What was that? Yeah, we do that every evening. I terrorize him, but my life would not be the same without him. Hey, did you hear that noise? What was that? What was that? What was that? Go see. Go see. Hey, go see. What was that noise? Go see. You're supposed to be the guard dog, bro. Go see. Hey, go see. He's like, I don't know what you want me to do. Hey, Frankie. Frankie. Oh Lord. Y'all, it is 8:15. It's time for all of us to go to bed. Well, I ain't going to bed yet, but I have to lock up this RV, put all of my window shades up so nobody don't know what I got in here, and get ready to call it a night because I have to wash this dried out hair and condition, and I'm seeing more gray than I want to see, and I am not embracing that yet. I'm embracing some of it, not all of it. So um, I'm gonna go do something with my hair, maybe. By the time I get inside, I might change my mind. But y'all, we're gonna get ready to shut this down. Um, I have a short that I have scheduled for um, tomorrow morning because it was scheduled before the whole fiasco with the. Okay, okay. Let's see who else gets an ad. Okay, Okay, I want to see. I'm gonna wait for this ad to be over. But you guys that are leaving, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. I have a video that the one you'll see tomorrow was filmed before I went on the trip. So I still look all exciting and happy. It's off. Okay. Okay, Miss Lee, is it off for you too? It's quick. Good night, Miss Betty. Okay, so looks like you all get the ad at the same time, which we can work with that. We can work with that. Because if I'm in the middle of a story and I know an ad is on, I'll wait for it to end. Okay, we can work with that. Okay, y'all, we're gonna shut this down. I'm gonna go inside and get this dog settled in, get myself settled in. And like I said, the video that y'all are gonna see tomorrow, it's a short, but the video that y'all are gonna see tomorrow was done before I went away. We tried to go away for the weekend, um, so that's not new. And um, we will resume. I will do an update video after I have the RV looked at on Monday, and then I will do another video to let y'all know exactly what's going on because I'm ready to get on the road. So we're going to try to get this done as soon as possible. So you guys have a wonderful night. I will see y'all soon. If you haven't already, do me a favor and like the chat. And all of my rosebuds, I love you guys and thank y'all for hanging out all this time. Oh, you can't wait to the party. We about to go. Catch us on the next one because everybody's leaving. All right, you guys have a wonderful night, and y'all remember, make good choices. Good night, all of y'all.